The world had to begin, but this is a second start. With an electric bill for a businessman's heart. With a wind of change for a fluking fart. With all the buttons being pressed like this is Mario Kart. This is a silent war, and I'm taking my part. And trying to prove wrong the doomsday chart. We're all getting hypnotized by Apple and Walmart. We don't care about nature, it's totally not art. We care about our problems when there's technology involved. And we use big scams to solve all of those things. We got a part of plastic in a trash can instead. Throw it in the water. We don't care if it stings. We remember the old days, right? No, we don't. We're in a lot of problems because it's Lord of the Rings. My last name is Reyes, and I'm telling you this because Reyes is Spanish for kings. Deforestation, racism, and pollution. Someone get in the way so you can find a solution. The world opens up once in a while, and it's not airy. The only people dying because of themselves is scary. There's a shit ton of problems that America can't remember, but I know that if you speak the truth, you're gonna get dismembered. I'll black you out forever, and then tail you. Unless you accept this life and let them drug and pill you. My name's in the wind, I got no hairs on the floor. A lot of opinions, then your fare is your gore. I mean, in the time I go to the chairs on the corner, I'll progress. And it won't be rare if I roll the truth. I know other problems that came in the store. Me and Ryder, we're gonna be pairs in the war. That's coming, cause nobody cares anymore. I'd like to see what happens when the scare goes more. I want to see what happens when people realize it's problems they're chasing. To see what happens when people realize they can't eat in their safe beds. I want to see what happens when people realize work comes with a paycheck. I want to see what happens when people realize there is still Reyes. I want to see what happens when people realize it's problems they're chasing. I want to see what happens when people realize they can't eat in their safe beds. I want to see what happens when people realize work comes with a paycheck. I want to see what happens when people realize they're still Reyes. Hey you, yeah? Would you like to sign a petition? For what? To change the world. What's the matter with the world? It's pretty messed up right now. No? How the heck is it messed up? Yeah, that's what I thought. People don't know what they're doing these days, but me and Ryder shy away, we stray. I wish I was older so I could reminisce. I wish I was born from the right Genesis. Society has too many menaces. Why won't that shit just go back to pure bliss? People are racist and it's not okay, but they're really stupid. They know there's more ways. Like this town I live in, I feel really small. I wish there was more inspirers. Can't give Jesus a call. The crap that went on in 2020, I felt them. But now I can finally live in pieces in Delta. Wait, live in peace? No, I said live in pieces, because they separated. People can't make good agreements. The people are fighting in the grid. We're controlling except me and Ryder the kid. I wish Ryder was here since we both agree on stuff, but he's sick, ain't he? So I had to leave his rest in the test. If people started coming to stuff good where left today, he'd be lonely. We should listen to Jacobs and try something for Tony. Let's make a better dump with a ceiling and walls, is what I asked Trump, but he was no help at all. I try to imagine the dumbest decision we made to the bomb, but the one thing come to mind is this verse from Tom. Just kidding, that guy's great, I want him to keep going, but I want people to lock away those marbles they throw in. I want people to clean up dead bush in the trees, and plastic, and ride, and greed, and seize. I hope I found some better people since I'm about to go to Denver. People teleport through attitudes like they are men of ender. And did I mention the reason I'm different type of rapper? It's cause all the others folk are messed up. I think I'll call them crappers. And that's another thing that gets me pissed off. You don't get famous if you don't rap. The table don't hip hop. I think we have addiction to trying to break the rules. And maybe vortex is in by staying in swimming pools. I see the issues that we see as little things. I try to put them back in the mind, but it stings. To see us give up trying to fly with these broken wings. At least they're still generous, man. Kings. The laser beams shot, blast of the moon, says people overtaking as a guest in the room. Ashes and oil and trash, oh my, this world's screwed up and I wonder why. I pray in the end we shall look upon ourselves and the problems we made, put them on the high shelves and make a better future, but for now it's these things, trying to be put down by Reyes or kings. I want to see what happens when people realize it's problems they're chasing. I want to see what happens when people realize they can't eat in their safe beds. I want to see what happens when people realize work comes with a paycheck. I want to see what happens when people realize there is still Reyes. I want to see what happens when people realize it's problems they're chasing. I want to see what happens when people realize they can't eat in their safe beds. I want to see what happens when people realize work comes with a paycheck. I want to see what happens when people realize there is still Reyes. Welcome to NFHS.